Well, Mr. Segun Odegbami joins us next, and he is FIFA presidential candidate. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that's a big one. Why do you want to be FIFA president?
Well, to start with, the vacancies available. As you know, elections were held on the 26th of February in 2016, and we have seen the eligibility criteria for those who would contest. And when you look at the circumstances around football in the world today, particularly around FIFA, you know, it calls for intervention of people who truly love the game, who know about the game, and who have the answers into the future. I think I belong to that category of persons. I have a lot of experiences in this game, and I think I can add value to whatever is there now.
Now, there's got to be the politics aspect of it, wherein you get those federations to give you the backing. How are you reaching out to those other federations, Asia, Europe, South America, even Africa?
Well, it's just been 36 hours since I made that release, and I needed to get the green light to go ahead, as it were. I got the green light a couple of days ago, and since then, a lot of work has been going on. We have a team in place that is consulting with a lot of people and agencies and putting in place a roadmap that we have to chart to get to February 26th. And that would involve contacting friendly federations that would give me an endorsement. And from what I have seen so far, it's truly, truly exciting. So people should just wait, watch, and see.
Let's start from home, because one of the criteria is for you to inform the FA in your country. What kind of support or endorsement are you getting from the FA?
Well, this whole process started with me making contact with the leadership of the Nigeria Football Federation to tell them my interest and to get a feel of what the president himself felt. And he gave the green light. He had nothing against it. And so we set about doing it. However, even if you look at the rules, you will find that what is needed is not really an approval by your football federation. You have to come through them because they provide the eligibility and integrity check score mark for you. That is, you belong to the football family, because that's item number one on the list of things you have to fulfill. You have to have been in football actively for 2 years out of the past 5 years. So they will tell FIFA that you qualify in that regard. And two, you need the letter to come from them, because as an individual, you cannot just go to FIFA. FIFA doesn't deal with individuals or governments. It deals with federations. So I did what was necessary. I spoke with the leadership. I have since written an official letter to them. And except if there's something somewhere, of course, you know we are Nigerians, then there's no reason why they shouldn't do it.
You say there's something somewhere, but you do know that you're not the only Nigerian who has shown interest in becoming FIFA president. What's happening to the other candidates? Are you not supporting the other candidate?
No, I absolutely know nothing about that. Well, it was in the news that somebody was interested, and that's fantastic. If two people from one country could be interested in becoming FIFA president, it just shows the quality of persons you have in that country.
Seriously, Mr. Odegbami?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not aware that Oju Uzokalo had also tried to be FIFA president, or he's also trying to be FIFA president?
I've not heard him say it once. I've not heard him say it. I saw John Fashanu on channels talk about it.
Yes.
I've read about it in the newspapers. I've not heard him once anywhere say that he wants to be FIFA president.
He has to say it?
No, I don't know. Well, for me, that would be authentic.
Okay, so until you hear that, you're not convinced that he really wants to...
No, I don't know. That has nothing to do with me. What has to do with me is my person, me putting myself forward. And I have done that. That is the obligation I owe my country, That's the obligation I owe the black man. That's the obligation I owe the youth of the world, particularly of Nigeria, and the game itself.
The reason I ask you this is because you talked about reaching out to friendly federations, and you do know that there are quite a number of them that you must reach out to, perhaps with the help of the Nigeria Football Federation as well. Now, don't you see that, or do you think that you've put them in a situation where it would seem that they will have to choose between the two of you?
What I don't know. It is up to the Nigeria Football Federation what they do. They can submit my application, which is before them, or they can submit that of Ojikalu, which, if they submit his, I will support him absolutely. He's a Nigerian. There's nothing at stake for any one of us or for the country itself. We are offering service to the game and to the world.
So is there going to be any such thing as both of you coming together and then agreeing on who should represent from here, such that you could get all the support channeled and make it stronger?
Look, I don't know. I have made my intentions known. I have written officially to the Nigeria Football Federation. I have written officially to the federal government of Nigeria. I have made my contacts. Nowhere along that course has anybody told me or given me, any indication that somebody else is interested in it. But if that is the case, absolutely fine. It is not a personal thing. As far as I said, we are doing this for the good of the game. We are doing this for the good of the youth. We are doing this for Nigeria itself.
So how then do you react to this story on the back page of Vanguard Sports saying, stop embarrassing Nigeria, Nigerians in CAF, FIFA, tell Kalu Odegbami?
I don't know what that means. Embarrassing Nigerians? I thought Nigerians were celebrating that there is one ordinary Nigerian who thinks that Nigeria is good enough to be president of FIFA, and people are celebrating everywhere. My phone for the past 48 hours hasn't stopped ringing, and people are just calling and congratulating and saying, look, we love you for daring to dream. This is the audacity of faith.
No wonder my call couldn't connect quick.
At this time, when there's so much negativity in the air, there's also hope in the air. Somebody comes refreshingly to come and say we are presenting a Nigerian and we are talking of integrity.
We love your humility, because by no, you're not in the category of an ordinary Nigerian. So going by the feat you've achieved over the years. Getting this is quite key for you and for the country. And if you talk about friendly FAs, knowing full well that at the moment Nigeria's FA president is quite influential in the rank and file of FIFA and other FAs. That is why we're asking, I'll go back to Marco's question, how positive this reaching out is for you to other FAs. The green light you're getting from Nigeria that is home here.
Well, I'm just thinking that, do you think there would be any Nigerian who would see a Nigerian gunning for the presidency of one of the biggest organizations in the world and would want to stop that person because of what? You're not contesting against another Nigerian. You're contesting against other people who, of course, do not even have your own interest really at heart. You are projecting the image of Nigeria. So why would somebody... I've spoken with Amaju Pinnick. We've met several times. He came to my house. I went to his house. And I don't see that body language that there's nothing... He wants to stop it. And if he sends the nomination, if the FA sends the nomination, I believe he would be one of those in the forefront of going out to support my own effort. This is an individual thing. It's not an FA thing. Know that. When I go to FIFA, I will not be representing the Nigeria Football Federation. I will be representing Nigeria and the whole world as a whole, not the federation. The federation is just the vehicle to convey your credibility, your eligibility for the election, not the FA. But I tell you, if my name is sent, Amaju will be one of those in the forefront to champion my cause, particularly in the areas where he's very strong. And he has told me a few of them.